Guys, so it's time for another video. Welcome to Occult Cat TV. I'm your host O'Shea, as well you can call me Atanu. And so just a brief thing before we get started with the video. So since it's solstice coming up in just a little bit, I actually wanted to do a markdown on my prices. Yep, I'm doing a markdown. So everything that was advertised at like $50, $68. I can give you an hour of my time in consultation or 30-minute tarot card reading for $25. I'll be doing 3 to 4 cards for the tarot readings. And then if you just want to know anything about the Cliffoth, the Sephiroth imagination manifestation, for the next 2 weeks, all of my services are going to be just $25. So you can you can let me know by my email, which is occultcattv@gmail.com, or my Instagram, same name, occultcattv or occultcattv on Instagram. And even just like leaving a comment like, hey, I want to get a service, that would be really beneficial, or a good way to contact me. So um with that, yeah, that's my services. That's what's coming up. Sorry, guys, the Patreon, still the same price, but you're getting a lot of content with that, as well as an empowerment and manifestation ritual at the beginning of every month. So, with that, also, I kept saying in this video, new moon, but it's full moon. It's the Sagittarius full moon, and with this full moon, I honestly believe that we're learning a lot of lessons, and everything, like, everything's unfolding. Who you are and who you're meant to be is really being uncovered under this full moon. So trust where you're being led. Trust the signs and the synchronicities. And with that, guys, I'm gonna start the video. Hey, what's up, you guys? So I just want to start this off with saying that you are everything and the all. You are everything and the all. I embrace my path, my purpose, my true destiny and will. So may it be done. Abracadabra. So it is done. The word abracadabra means I speak into existence. In my opinion, that is one of the most powerful magic words that we can use and that we can speak at the end of a ritual, of an invocation, or just writing things. It was just the new moon in Gemini, right? So these past few days, like 4 days, actually it's about up to 6 days for a new moon and a full moon. These days, we've had time to collect and gather these universal energies, these energies of newness, of renewal, these energies that are refreshing, the energies of Gemini. I believe it's seen as the two fish. It's this understanding of ourselves in which we are trying to grasp under this new moon, because in my opinion that under this new moon everything has been given to us, and it's just for us to accept that, to integrate it, and then dissolve it into our being, to understand the process, to understand what we are going through. So making sure my mic's plugged in. Again, I embrace my path, my purpose, my destiny, and my true will. So may it be done. As it is, and so it is done. Abracadabra. So I speak into existence. And again, I'm going to go back into you are everything and the all. because it's under this new moon that you have been given everything and the all. Once you understand that you are not your ego, once you understand that you are not your mind, but instead you are everything that lies behind. You are beyond your perception. You are beyond your awareness. You are what is creating or emanating your awareness. And then the awareness is what created the physical body. This is why we work with all of the elements, right? We work with fire in order to become fire, fiery, passionate, loving, right? Just as we work with water to become fluid, intelligent, have our memories. We are 70% water. And with that, guys, stay hydrated. You gotta keep drinking that water. I got some Hawaiian volcanic water, natural alkalines, electrolytes, deep well water. I love water like this. I can taste when it's just filtered and just, this shit's so real. But cheers. Cheers to being everything in the all. So, as we work with the earth, you could say, I'll go with this metal as earth. As we work with the earth, we start to ground ourselves, bring ourselves into being, bring ourselves into center with who we are. We become more still. Within that stillness, this is where universe, the source, everything speaks to us. We have to be calm. We have to be receptive in order to understand and see the signs and synchronicities that are guiding us along our way, along our path, our journey, our destiny. Because it's these signs and these synchronicities that guide us in the right direction to become who we're meant to become. To show us where we're meant to be led. Because again, it's being receptive on this journey. Next, it's air. Being like the air. Flowing as the breeze. That it is the air that is the mental, it is the mind. It is what we use to carry out ritual, right? Because it's from our mind we are creating, enacting, and making effect on our reality, on our universe. And it's by using all of these elements as well as ether. Once we integrate all these, and ether being spirit, that which creates matter. Once we emanate all of these energies, this is the body of the dragon. This is a body of the dragon. There's two ways that we perceive the body of the dragon. All elements combined is the dragon, but as well as your psychic abilities all merged into one, and then having the black flame, right? Empower the kundalini. All your psychic senses and abilities merge into one. That is as well the body of the dragon. But in this moment, I'm just talking about elements. Because as we integrate the elements within us, right, we take these into our day: fire, earth, air, water, right? We take showers, right? The sun hits us, that's fire, that's light. Well, that's light. There's then as well light and dark if we're getting into specifics. But it's about integrating all of these energies and knowing you are it. And from that, they can't harm you. But instead, you're now balancing all of these energies within yourself and you are transmuting them as you do this. And from you transmuting them, which your vibration, as you start to do rituals, will naturally do. This is how you can integrate these energies and use them to empower your source instead of them overpowering you, right? Just like going into evocation and invocation. It's the same way. We're using these energies for our source, for our true will and our purpose. We're not serving these energies, but that doesn't mean that we don't listen. It's about listening. It's about being receptive, but it's about knowing what you need to do, because at the core, you are the one that is guiding you. You are the one that is leading you along the way. If it's Hecate or Lucifer, right? What they're doing is as reflections of you trying to show you yourself, or, or Thoth or Horus, right? Kali, Shiva. They're trying to show you who you are and wake you up. So it's about trying to understand that process and what you're going through. And this is why we work with these energies. We invoke them. We evoke them to commune with them. We invoke them to become them. This allows us to become everything in the all. If Lucifer is the universe, then by invoking Lucifer, I'm becoming the universe. I'm awakening that aspect within my mind. That is how powerful Lucifer is. That is how ancient and primal he is in nature. Right? And if we can go a step above, or actually let's go below really fast, then there's Belial, who is known as the earth, right? So by invoking Belial, I start to invoke the earth. I become the earth. And from becoming the earth, I have mastered the earth. I have mastered the elements in which I need, or I've understood the elements in which I need in order to master myself, thus mastering the earth. Or the body is also associated with the earth, with this world, because in mythology, the body is made out of clay. We could say the same thing with this world. And then if we're taking it a step above that, Hecate is queen of the cosmos, of the galaxy. So by invoking Hecate, by working with Hecate, we are becoming the cosmos. We are becoming galactic. We are becoming the galaxy. This is why she gives you, when you work with her, she gives you her keys to the universe. They're yours at your core, but you must earn them. You must achieve them. You must gain them from your workings with her. She can literally show you how to astral project, how to honestly go anywhere within the universe and help you to understand yourself and as well as who you're meant to become. So that's why we invoke Lucifer or Hecate as well as Horus. When you invoke Horus, you become the sun. You become immense clarity, focus, and then as well with Thoth. You invoke Mercury, but more than that, you're invoking an avatar of Mercury that has its own intelligence because it's pre-emanation. So by invoking Thoth, we become Thoth. We become a scribe. We become more intelligent. We become a better writer, a better artist, right? Not that Thoth is doing all the work, but what we're doing is empowering ourselves as a conduit and as well as a channel, right? Because as a medium or a shaman, a witch, a magician, someone who communes with beings in between worlds, what we do is we use these energies, we channel them to create and fulfill our great work, whether it be in music, art, being a scholar or a historian, being a scientist, a psychologist, a magician, right? A witch. Being any of these things, we're supposed to use these energies, these expressions of source, these archetypes, these energies, these personas, these beings to express through us so that we may channel our great work, our magnum opus. And then from that, we see ourself, right? You don't know your potential until you do something, right? There's moments where I made songs that before the song I didn't think I was probably gonna go about my day, but then I sat there and I either rapped the song, like I said the lyrics that I needed to, and I was like, whoa, I really blew myself away with my production, with my lyricism, my delivery, right? And it's because it was a channeling. It was from my source. It was from my higher self, my daemon, you could say. And it's by using those energies of all the beings that I work with, these energies of the all, right? And understanding that I am the all. And from that, I can channel the all through me and bring about my true will, bring about all the things in which I need to do to get myself to my highest potential, to my highest source, my highest purpose, my destiny. And then from that, embrace that energy, embrace that source, that true will, that destiny, right? And then channel through my frequency, through my being. You channel through all that you are, the energies, and then with that create. And then from that source, right, knowing your true will, your destiny, your path, and your purpose, whatever it might be, you might not know it, but as long as you're in alignment with it, you are searching for it, it's searching for you. So that when we use beings of the Goetia, right, such as Astaroth or Astarte, which talks about to unleash creative chaos, to gain understanding of what you truly desire in your life. Perfect being. Out of all beings, I can flip to the page too, right, guys? I got a sigil of her right here. I also have a video on my channel of her that is talking about her, my workings with her, and how to regain your soul aspects, right? But we work with everything in the all, not to become it, to just dissolve into it. Well, we do in a sense, but to dissolve and then come back out of it, knowing who we are, because we've already been here, we've already reincarnated, or we've already incarnated before. We're just coming back to play the game. You know this. You've been walking the path, right? You've seen the signs and you've seen the synchronicities. So now is the time to, just like in a video game, right? You had a save point. That was your last life. You passed away. You now reincarnated into this life, into this body. It doesn't matter the number of lives in which you've lived, but what matters is who were you? Who were you? Because you must know your past in order to know the now, in order to know where you're going. And once you know these different aspects of yourself, that's how you can create the future, by going into the past. So go into your past child, your child self, your past self, your teenage self, integrate those energies, see what they want, and then go beyond the limitations of this realm and go into your past lives and see that for what it is, and the accumulation of that experience and that knowledge, that wisdom. What did you do? What did you bring? Right? Because this life is going to be the evolution of those lives, the next life. As I talked about the elements in the beginning, it's just as in the avatar, right? The avatar is like the 96th incarnation of the avatar. What is an avatar? Or, yeah, like, right? The source avatar, because that's what he was in the show. What is an avatar? It's a being that can control not just water, not just fire, not just one element, but all elements, from learning the different elements, because he's awakening within himself the different aspects in which he already lived. In the show Avatar, not with the Na'vi and the blue people, but the show Avatar with Aang, the Avatar, the Last Airbender. It's in this show that a kid is reincarnated, right? And he has the full potential to be, in a sense, enlightened, or know all abilities, know all how to fire bend, water bend, earth, air, right? All these things. Now, he can only do this because in his past lives he was already benders. He was like a fire king in one of them. He was with the water tribe heavily in another. He was with um the earth temple in one of them, right? So this shows that through his past lives he gained knowledge, wisdom, and information, understanding. He gained a frequency, and in this life he came back, forgot who he was, but he had to remember that frequency. He had to remember who he already was, what he did, and then integrate it. This is why when we go through Kundalini awakening, it can trigger a dark night of the soul, because it starts to dissolve the ego, our sense of self, and we're being brought back into our past lives. We're being brought back into our past self and who we're meant to be and who we were, in order to get glimpses and epiphanies to understand our purpose, our true will, and our destiny, in order to progress and move forward with that. Because we most likely have contracts or worked with certain beings in the past and in our past lives, that's what brought us here. So that's why we're moving forward. So really look at your life. Reflect on who you are, what you're good at, what you do. Are you good at talking and communicating to people? What are your sign? What are your signs? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What do you love to do? And with that, embrace this magic. Use magic to discover yourself, to go within and know who you are. Don't astral project always outside of you, but astral project within to understand the different being of yourself, the different concepts in which you hold within. Because once you master and know yourself, then that's when you master the outside world. You master the universe and everything around you. But first you must get to know yourself, your source, and then with that start to integrate the all, start to integrate all of these energies that you work with, and from that you become them, and then you become the all, and then from that you're now downloading your true self, you're downloading your daemon, and you're programming all of these energies to now serve you through, you could say, love, through loving yourself. And you love all beings. By you loving all beings, it's a refractory matrix. They will all love you. They will all serve you and want to help you to rise, grow, and evolve along your path and your purpose as you embrace your destiny and your true will. Einstein or Jung had a quote where when you follow your path, when you follow your purpose, again, I'm paraphrasing, but beings will seek you out to help you, to work with you. And when I heard that quote, I thought that was so deep, because at that moment, my spirit guides were coming forward to show me, hey, this is the work you need to do. We all have work to do. There's all a reason why we're here, even if it's just to be here. You're here for a reason. You have a purpose. Now follow that path and embrace that purpose. Embrace your true will and destiny, guys. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful day. Again, remember, you are everything in the all. And yeah. So with that, guys, peace. I'm out. This is Occult Cat TV. I'm your host, O'Shea. As well, you can call me Atanu. And with that, have a lovely day, guys. Peace. I'm out.